Are you hot?
Yeah, it's quite hot.
Wait, was my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Ready? Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm a lecturer at the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work here at UQ. And today I'm here with Leon, and he's a nursing student, and we're going to answer some of your questions.
Okay, it looks like I've got the first question. What are some of the coolest jobs your former students are doing?
There's lots of people who have amazing jobs in big hospitals, but there are also lots of people who are doing really cool sort of stuff in like little left field areas like cosmetics and like in research and in primary health care. I like hearing back from students who are doing things that are new, that are like, oh wow, like, man, we do that? Nurses do that?
Yeah, it just goes to show how much variety of jobs you could be doing as a nurse.
Yeah,
it's not just the hospital.
Okay, Leon, I have the next question.
Brilliant.
What has been the most unexpected thing you have been happy to discover at UQ?
What I did not expect, but was a very happy experience, was we had an opportunity to do international placement.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Where'd you go?
We went to India.
Wow.
Yeah, we were there for about a month and a bit.
Wow.
Yes. Initially it was scary, but it was one of the best experiences in my life.
When was that?
Second year.
Second year. So in
yeah.
your second year you went to India and
Yes.
spent over a month
Over a month.
doing a nursing placement there.
Yes. So there, the healthcare system is quite different to ours.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was quite amazing. What opportunities do your students have to get hands-on experience in our industry?
So in the Bachelor of Nursing, one of the things that sets UQ apart from other universities that offer a similar degree is that you start placement in your first semester of your first year. And so Leon, you know this.
Yes,
you know.
I do, very well.
You get started, all right? That first placement is in the first semester of your first year. So you're going into the hospital and you're applying some knowledge that you've learnt and you're truly getting to see what it is like to do that job.
For me, the initial placement was a bit nerve-wracking because it was just, I think, week 4 into the first semester. But
How old were you when you started?
I was 18.
I was 17 when I started my Bachelor of Nursing.
I was 18. And the first placement was really amazing because I had quite amazing clinical supervisors over there. They'll come in, checking on us, how you're going, how you're finding this and all that. Yeah, so it was very, very, very amazing because like, yes, this is what I really want to do.
So what have you learned about yourself since you began your studies at UQ?
Initially, I wasn't sure what side of nursing I wanted to do. So I was like, I'm just going to do my nursing, just work. But I thought, I actually really enjoy this and I want to do more for my communities.
That makes me so excited, Leon. That's such a good answer.
So I'll be back for my master's.
Yeah, that is what, like for me as an academic, that's what I want. I want every nurse that I start to teach in their undergrad bachelor to think about that as the first step in their career, in this career. This is not something that you're just doing this bachelor just so you can get this job so you can do that for the rest of your life. This is step 1. And then you're going to go and do your master's, and then you're going to go do some research, and then you're going to do your PhD, and then you're going to be Dr. Leon, and then you're going to sit here, and then someone else is going to sit there, and you'll be able to be like, so, what have you learned about yourself, Leon?
Yes. How do you prepare students for the future when we don't know what the future looks like?
The important thing to understand is that healthcare is always evolving. And the kind of things that we need to focus on as health professionals is always changing and adapting. And therefore, the biggest things that you need to be able to do, and the things that it's my job to teach you how to do, is developing this thing called resilience. It's developing the skills to come across a problem and not see it as an obstacle, to see it as a way to grow, and to see it as a way to be creative. All right, okay, here's something that's in front of me. I've never dealt with it before, but I have these other skills and I've dealt with similar issues before. Maybe I can adapt something that I've done previously to allow me to create a positive outcome here. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, what do you think employers in your industry are looking for And how do you think UQ has equipped you with these skills?
I think employers want graduates who are able to reason clinically very well, who do put the patient safety first,
Okay.
I've heard, who of course are compassionate and are able to be leaders in their own practice,
Yeah.
which I feel UQ has prepared me very well with that.
And I would agree, that is what I want you to feel like when you leave here. I want you to feel like you are going to be the patient advocate. You feel strong in your skills. You want to lead.
What makes a good student, and are they the same things that make a good job candidate?
What makes a good student is someone who has a desire to learn, but understands that studying is hard. So having that passion is paramount. You need to come with that. You need to come in here and remember that a passion needs to be there. But then you need to understand that it's not going to be given to you. You have to be ready and willing to adapt, to grow, and to understand that not everything is going to go your way. And I do think that they are the same things that employers want. All right. What are the most valuable skills you've learned as part of your degree?
Definitely leadership is one of the top ones. I've learnt creativity. I need to be creative. Compassion and empathy is actually a skill as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-empathy or empathy for everybody else?
Empathy for everybody else. And
You don't need
yourself as well. It's also important for yourself. You can't always be hard on yourself when you do fail.
Yeah.
Or you also have to feel for yourself.
You can't fill anyone else's cup up if you don't have a full cup.
Yes, that's true. If you could give me one piece of advice that will set me apart as a job candidate, what would it be?
So this advice would go for all graduates. It doesn't go just for nurses. So my advice would be, when you finish your degree, and you're sitting in the thing and you're watching everybody else pick up their piece of paper, and they're all picking up the same piece of paper as you, right? They've all got the same degree as you. And then every other uni around here has the same ceremony with their same hundreds of students going out with their same piece of paper as you. And so you have to think, it's not about this piece of paper that you've achieved. It's what you have. What do you have that nobody else has? What are your special things that make you Leon and make you totally the most highest quality candidate for the place that you want to work? What is it? What do you have? And then you need to be able to market that. You need to be able to be like, this is what I offer and no one else has it. Everyone else has their piece of paper, good for you, but I got this and no one else has got this.
What sets you apart?
What sets you apart? What is special about you? And often when you say that to someone, what's special about you? They're like, oh, I have nothing special. No, nothing special. And that's the thing that sets you apart, is the people who have taken the time to think, what do I have to offer? What is my special thing? What does no one else have that I have? And then when you go into your interviews, it comes through, you show them.
That's great advice.
What does a day in the life of a health and behavioural sciences student look like?
Of course, showing up to the lectures, some people do take it for granted, but it does help with if you've got a question or don't understand anything. And then hanging out with your friends,
Okay.
going lunch, and then doing another lecture.
Okay.
Because usually you'd have like 2 lectures in one day.
Yeah, so for our degree, for nursing, normally you have your lectures pretty much on the same day.
Yes.
And then on different other days, what have you got going on?
On different other days, so I'd have placement. I think twice a week on campus and twice a week on placement.
And so that's the other difference with UQ, isn't it? Is that we have the integrated placement. And so one day you might be coming onto campus, having lectures and your integrated learning, which is like your tutorials or your clinical skills. So you might come onto campus here at St Lucia, or you might go into the hospital, into one of our teaching spaces. And then other days you'll go to placement and you do your 8-hour shift. Just like everyone else.
I think that's the end.
I think I'm
Of our
done.
questions.
Finished.
Yeah.